The Golden Goose. Chapter 1. The Three Brothers. Once upon a time, there was a poor man who had 3 sons. The eldest was proud and selfish, the middle son was clever but unkind, and the youngest was kind and often laughed. People called him Dummling, yet he had a good heart. One day, the father sent each son into the forest to cut wood. The eldest brother went first. While he was working, an old man came to him and asked for food and water. The eldest son rudely refused to help him. Soon after, his axe slipped and injured his hand, so he returned home with nothing. The next day, the middle brother went to the forest. He also met the old man, who asked kindly for food and drink, but the middle son laughed at him and walked away. Shortly after, his axe broke, and he went home empty-handed. When it was Dumbling's turn, his brothers laughed at him and thought he would fail. But Dummling had a heart full of kindness that would soon change his life forever. Chapter 2. Dumbling's Kindness. At last, Dummling went into the forest. Unlike his brothers, he gladly shared his bread and drink with the old man he met on the way. The old man smiled and said, "Because of your kindness, you will be rewarded." He guided Dummling to a special tree and told him to cut it down. Inside the tree, Dummling found a goose with feathers made of pure shining gold. Amazed, he gently picked up the golden goose and wondered what adventures it might bring. That night, Dummling stayed at a small hotel in a busy market. The hotel was owned by a man and his 3 children. They were surprised by the beauty of the goose and became greedy, wishing to take one of its golden feathers. But the goose was not ordinary. It had strange magical powers that would soon appear. Chapter 3. The Goose's Magic. When Dummling brought the goose into the hotel, curious people gathered to look at it. The goose glowed brightly and attracted everyone's attention. The hotel owner's eldest son tried to steal one of its golden feathers, but when he touched the goose, his hand stuck to it. The second son tried to help him and became stuck as well. Then the youngest son touched the goose and was stuck too. In the morning, Dummling woke up, unaware of what had happened. He picked up the goose and left the hotel. To his surprise, the 3 children followed him, still stuck to the magical bird. People stared and laughed as they walked along the road. Dummling, though puzzled, continued his journey with the goose under his arm and the children following him. Chapter 4. The Funny Parade. As Dummling walked through the village, more people noticed the strange sight. They laughed loudly when they saw the 3 boys stuck behind him. A priest saw the children and tried to help them. When he touched one of the boys, he too became stuck. Then a man followed by a woman tried to help, but they also became attached. Soon, a long line of people was walking behind Dummling. Everyone who touched the goose or the children became stuck, creating a funny parade through the village. Dummling kept walking calmly, not understanding why so many people were following him. Chapter 5. The Princess Laughs. The parade finally reached the royal palace. The king had a daughter who had never smiled or laughed before. He had promised that whoever could make her laugh would marry her. When the princess saw Dummling and the long line of people stuck behind him, she laughed loudly for the first time in her life. The king was surprised but kept his promise. He allowed Dummling to marry the princess, though he was not pleased with such a simple young man. Chapter 6. A Happy Ending. Although the king kept his promise, he tried to avoid giving his daughter to Dummling. He set difficult tasks for him, hoping he would fail. With the help of the magical goose and his good heart, Dummling succeeded in every task. At last, the king accepted him. Dummling married the princess, and they lived happily together. His kindness and honesty had changed his life and brought him great happiness.